Financial Field in Philadelphia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. Jackson now to return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Sanders first carry of the game. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down, it's Sanders, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
4-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on the 9 over there. You're on the 9.
On second and 9, Wentz throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and now it's third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
This is taken at the 23. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards, a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
We're to take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 13 yards remaining on second down. Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Watch the screen. Pass. 7's a Mike. Mike 7. Let's go deep. Tighten up. Let's go deep.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Miles Sanders.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz, and complete to Zach Ertz. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Wentz on target there to Jeffrey. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this will be good. Off the right upright, but he got a favorable bounce, and he gets it to go.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So only even a taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for it.
It got his man complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Here's Ryan to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That's complete to Smith. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. 7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They're running with Gurley. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denied his bid for a 2nd score.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now Ryan. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Short throw pick-6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Right after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
9-yard line.
Here's Wentz to throw. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The ball carrier.
Dante Fowler in on the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. He's giving me the evil eye, folks. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down and 9.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The ball carrier.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off near the 42. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize.
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Falcons.
Lions pass.
Julio Jones. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. We've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he stopped immediately there. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Now wins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. That's taken on the 25. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Ryan. A slant to Jones. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 4th down, the Falcons send out Sterling Hoffrichter to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Falcons grab it. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all you needed to do.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
Gurley.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. On first down. Looking downfield for Jim. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
At the 7.
33 yards that time. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And goal at the Eagles' 10-yard line.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown.
To Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons have broken our tie. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
The score, Falcons 28, Eagles 21. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. To throw is Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Sanders. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Another Eagles first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Wentz now to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about about the weather, just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Sanders.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they're already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They're going to go with a tight end here on the run and play. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Ryan's pass.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. On the return, Jackson. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Coverage by Keanu Neal.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. From the shotgun, Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. With it is Jackson. 35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And 4 at the 46-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Wentz under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Eagles coming up here on a third and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Wentz now on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. 45, 45. Mike, 45. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, man. Check safety, check safety.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders there to make the grab. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who is open.
Man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 12. So that one will be accepted. This time Ryan will throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 16-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. If he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Throw. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley in the final minute. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game, 35-35.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Deshaun Jackson on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout, as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wentz to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This a long one in the elements here in the snow. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there, as this game remains tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. First throw of overtime for Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the